Known fact about the sunflower is that it tracks the sun. It starts each day facing east, and swings westward throughout the day as the sun moves across the sky. It's quite strange, but also a beautiful little piece of knowledge. So, why and how does a sunflower do it? Some plants have a tendency to move in the direction of the sun. Ancient Greeks knew about this phenomenon, and they called such plants heliotropium, meaning sun turn. Today, we call this phenomenon heliotropism. Just like humans, plants also have internal biological clocks, referred to as a circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm of a human being creates several physiological and chemical changes within the body. Similarly, the circadian rhythm of a plant allows it to respond to changes in roughly 24-hour cycles. So how does a sunflower's circadian rhythm play a role in its sun-tracking behavior? Before the break of dawn, a young sunflower faces east, towards the direction of the sunrise. As the sun moves from east to west, the flower turns westward as well. When the sun sets, the flower reverts to its original position, facing east, to begin the cycle again the next day. According to an article published in the journal Science in 2016, researchers believe that sunflowers demonstrate this type of heliotropism due to their stems elongating at different rates at different times of day. This is what researchers observed during their study. When the sun starts moving from east to west in the sky, the east side of the stem of a sunflower plant grows more rapidly than the west side. Due to this unequal growth on either side, the flower tends to bend in the direction of the sun. Similarly, when the sun finally sets, the growth on the west side of the stem is greater than the growth on the east. As a result of this, the stem bends east, that is, in the direction where the sun would rise again the next morning. To make things even more interesting, researchers also tied the stem of the plant to a solid support so that they couldn't move according to the sun's position. In some cases, the researchers turned the sunflower plants away from the sun entirely. As a result, researchers observed that those plants had reduced biomass and less leaf area than the plants that were left undisturbed.
We may keep so near to God that in every unexpected trial, our thoughts will turn to Him as naturally as the flower turns to the sun. Steps to Christ, page 99, paragraph 4. Let me give you that again. We may keep so near to God that in every unexpected trial, our thoughts will turn to Him as naturally as the flower turns to the sun. Our initial reaction will be, where's God? Not where's the elder or the deacon. Where is God? Because if you make the elder your first contact, he will talk to God anyway. So you might as well go there yourself first. A few years ago, someone wrote me and said, I have a problem. I need to talk to you. So I wrote back and said, have you spoken to God? The person wrote back, no. I said, talk to Him, then talk to me. A couple days later, the person wrote back, the problem is solved. I don't need to talk to you. And I said, hallelujah. This is very, very serious. Our natural instinct is to reach out horizontally. Now there's a God on the throne who is almighty. He knows the end from the beginning. He said the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. He is all powerful. And one of His little children, we are little in the sight of God in some sense, has a difficulty, and we leave God sitting on the throne and we search for people who cannot help us the way we need to be helped. What am I saying? Do we need each other? Yes. Confess your faults one to another and pray for one another. Yes, we do. When Christ was in the garden, what did He tell the disciples? Watch with me. He needed human support, but He prayed to His Father. Are you following me? And so we may keep so near to God, so close, that in every unexpected trial, our thoughts will turn to Him as naturally as the flower turns to the sun. Spiritual behavior can become instinctive. The carnal nature, what does the carnal nature naturally do? Sin. It naturally desires sin. Then, if you're truly converted, what does the spiritual nature naturally require? Righteousness. You didn't get it. My fault. by nature and instinct and genetic determination, the carnal nature moves towards sin. Then if I am truly converted, because Jesus says that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. A truly converted person will naturally desire righteousness. And of course, righteousness is a person, that's Jesus Christ. We may keep so near to God, and that should be our desire, that in every unexpected trial, our thoughts will turn to Him as naturally as the flower turns to the sun. And very often, if we make that step, we won't have to talk to anybody else.